My single goal today is to help all of you as much as possible. We're going to be talking about some of my real life clients, some of their employees, some of their struggles, some of their mistakes, but then ultimately the savings that they ended up enjoying. I was hooked. I learned at a very young age that hard work pays off. With hard work, you can do pretty much anything you set your mind to. We have 4 options when it comes to employee injuries. The first option states where you can avoid it. But really, is that really an option? To avoid injuries completely? To me, you have to get rid of all your employees. The other option is to accept the risk. To me, that's kind of like giving up. Oh, okay. Well, my employees are going to get hurt. I get it. If the injury results on a claim, they say work comp claim adjusters have between 100 and 200 open claims on their desk at any one time. Things fall through the cracks. I mean, they're human, right? So it's important to take a proactive process in managing your own claims and keeping track of them. It's my hope, it would make me super happy that if you left here today, went back to your office, implemented a few of these things that we're about to talk about to save your company thousands of dollars and make you look like the hero. Travelers did a study where they analyzed 1.5 million work comp claims that came across their desk, and they discovered that 35% of those claims occurred within the first 12 months of employment. And the importance of this is, if you can keep your work comp claims as medical only, which is injury code 6 on the loss runs, if you can keep them as medical only, the impact of that claim is going to be reduced by 70% when they calculate your experience mod. 70% reduction. For whatever reason, employees kind of feel like they're the victim when they're asked to come back to work on light duty. They're like, I just want to sit home and rest, and I don't want to come back to work. But the reality is your return to work program at your company is a benefit to them. Because like I said, when they're sitting at home resting, they're only getting paid 2/3 of their average weekly rate. You cannot dictate where your injured employee goes to receive care unless you're a member of the UCWCP, and you'd only be a member of those guys if you are a union contractor, okay? All underwriters know the fact that with frequency comes severity. If they have a lot of frequent claims, real soon, sooner or later, one of those little claims are gonna pop and it's gonna be a big one. So I might have a little more difficult time negotiating the best pricing for your company if you have 12 claims rather than 6 or 4 claims. And a good way to reduce claim frequency, again, is through triage. How to get the best pricing on your work comp insurance? First, do not shop your insurance every year. You are going to cause underwriter burnout. Imagine you work for Travelers, you're an underwriter, and you have seen that same account for the last 20 years, and you've never written it. Chances are you're going to get that quote submission again this year, put it at the bottom of the stack, and if you get to it, great, but you're not going to go out of your way to issue any special credits or discounts or get them in the best tier. It was just last year that I had enough courage built up, or enough, I don't know what you call it, to reach out to my biological dad. Never talked to this dude in my life. Did some research online, found his phone number. He's living in Oklahoma. Called a few times, didn't answer. Called the 4th time, he picked up. I introduced myself, and he's like, who? He had no idea who I was. So I had to double check. I'm like, wait, is your name this? Is your date of birth this? Were you born here? Were you in Vietnam? Yep. Got the right guy. I asked him about my mom. He remembers my mom. He had no idea who I was. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I have. I don't want you walking around life thinking there's something wrong with you or pushing people away and you're like, screw it, I got it. I don't need your help.